Throwing ass on the gram, getting laughs at the stand. Only she can, only Feehans. It's only Feehans.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of OnlyFeehans with me, Kerryn Elizabeth Feehan, and our prestigious guest tonight. This guy, a staple of the New York comedy scene, even though he's from Canada, I think.
Yeah.
Absolutely hilarious. What, late night specials, Comedy Central, he's at the Cellar all the time. Nathan Macintosh, everyone.
Yay. Thanks for having me, Kerryn Elizabeth Feehan. How are you? I didn't know your middle name was Elizabeth.
Yeah, it is.
This can be pretty comfortable, huh? I mean, this is like casual as hell.
I want you to feel comfortable.
I do.
You left your coat on, but I cracked the window, so...
That's kind of why. I figured it'd be cold in here.
Yeah.
Is it okay? I mean, I'd rather wear the coat. I don't want to just wear this hoodie.
Okay.
I feel self-conscious about it.
Why?
I don't want to wear hoodies.
I have some matching sweats you can put on.
If I had that, I would take the jacket off. But I'm an idiot. I put a hoodie on today. I was like, oh, it's casual day. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I have a thing to do. And then you go, the fucking idiot. So here I am.
This is casual, though.
But
I'm in sweats. I only have one sock on.
Data. The data shows people like 1 foot out. Men are ridiculous. We're crazy, disgusting people, and I get it, though. I am one.
You are one.
Yeah.
You've been with the same lady a long time, yeah?
Long time, yeah. And I get, but I get when you hear certain things like, women will say something like, some man messaged me this, and I'll go, yeah.
I can see it. I have those friends. I interact with those individuals. But, you must feel also a sense of relief to be out of the game, and not do corny shit anymore.
Well, there's certain things I would never do.
To begin with.
Yeah. I'm not sending anything unless somebody asks. I'm not saying disgusting shit. You talk to women. We all talk to women.
Yeah.
My God, the things men will open with. Open with.
Yeah.
I'll put your entire fucking Blu-ray player in my ass.
I know.
Why?
Yeah.
Why is that? That's your hello? That's your start?
I know. It's like the art of the compliment, I feel like, has really been lost. I do reminisce, I think about movies like Pride and Prejudice. I don't know, movies where people use the English language, Shakespeare, and bent it in ways that got a visceral response from you because they were complex and meaningful. And yes, now I open my DMs and I am single. I am open to love. And I am getting messages that are just I'll suck a fart out of your ass till I die. And it's like, who needs that?
Somebody I know posted something the other day that some man DM'd her that was basically like, I'll drag my balls through glass.
Yes.
Just to hear you fart.
Yep.
And you go, okay, let's just no, he said glass for a mile of glass. Let's just, we don't need to do this, but let's break this down.
Yeah.
The second
we don't need to do
your balls hit glass, it's over, pal.
You're done.
You're not dragging them through anything.
That's a pretty, what's the word when there's a
sensitive.
Yeah, and there's a lot of veins.
There's a lot of, it's just open. You can't be dragging glass on it.
It's a thin skin to me, it's almost like an oyster, right? Once those things are sever or there's a severe... Yeah, you're just a mile.
Once you shuck one of these, you're fucked.
I was gonna you'd probably perhaps die of shock. Seriously, if you were dragged for a mile on glass by your
by your straight up testicles.
So you're in baby diaper position, a V-up.
Yeah, in a crane.
You're in a V-up
for a mile.
Just nuts.
And this guy's in his head though. He thinks he's gonna be like, oh man, when I get to the end of this, I'm gonna hear a woman fart.
Right.
It's so gross.
And to compose it, in the hopes that the woman who received it will be like,
I know. That's the other thing. What kind of psychotic woman would what? Go ahead. Drag him.
Well, that's the other thing. The woman who would like that is another one of my pen pals.
Yes.
Yay. This one's not in jail. Woo.
Even if okay, let's say this man, I don't know. I'll ask you even if the man who writes this is hot, right? And
then I can say it.
But then he can say it. Okay. All right.
What a fucking.
But you don't want him to do it.
What
That's
a
the thing.
vapid whore.
Not you.
Yes.
But
I
but
mean,
because this is the other thing. The things that women will say are also unbelievably horrific. They just won't. They just normally don't open that way.
Sure.
But women are just as
Depraved.
rancid.
Yes, of course.
Like horrifically gross.
Once you get us going, yeah.
That's-
it's like a
yes.
lawnmower though. We're not
100%.
We're starting at 0. We're not starting that engine has not been started. But you rev it.
Yes.
And then we're on a frickin' have you ever probably not I have been sexting 2 different people at the same time. Mm-hmm. And it's really important to keep track of where you're at in each narrative because one guy's like come right like maybe like 5 sentences ago and then I'm texting this guy and I fucking forget that he already came and I'm like, oh, I want you to come in my mouth, and he's like, but I already did.
But I'm out of cum. I already have my balls halfway through this glass.
yeah, and you're like, fuck. So
yeah, the whole thing in school, we all got fucked in terms of like every man was told if he doesn't, I didn't mean like that, I meant fucked like you got fucked in school.
what school?
All of them.
No.
All of them. Imagine elementary. I lost my virginity when I was 14. Like a
That's
real
so young,
psycho.
Nathan.
I didn't have a dad, Kerryn. Don't judge me.
All right.
My dad wasn't around. My mom was tiny. She's not gonna keep me in the house. Get out of here, lady. And I walked
14.
out. It's not cool. If I could go back,
You would have been cool at my school.
Well,
you would have been the only one.
Can I tell you what happened?
Actually, no, Gina Davis. No, not Gina Davis.
I was gonna say Gina Davis from
Gina,
fucking.
Good thing I don't know her last name anyway. Yeah, I went to school with a Mensa member.
The Flies, Gina Davis.
No, this other chick, but she was fucking at 14. But it was like she was a public school transfer. She was like an alien, you know?
Horse. Only horse got transferred.
But you were having sex at 14?
I had sex at 14, and then there was a decent gap. It was like a 4-year gap after this. But can I tell you what happened?
Yes.
Because if I could go back, I wouldn't do this again. Tiny little baby Nathan. Picture tiny little kid Nathan.
Yeah.
Beep, boop, beep, little hat.
Yeah.
I was dating a woman. I was dating a child 1 year older than me. She's 15.
Okay.
And I wrote a grade 8 exam and met her after her grade 9 exam.
Okay.
We went to her house. Her parents were gone. This was 11 a.m. I don't know what I'm doing.
How'd you get there? Did
The
she drive?
bus. No, we took the bus.
This is wild.
We took the bus.
This
We went to
is-
Mumford Terminal in Halifax, Nova Scotia. I'm saying that for reference to people who would know.
Nova Scotia.
We got on the bus. Okay? And I don't know what I'm doing. I'm 14. So this is what I did to fuck. I didn't know you like thrust. I was pulling myself like a Marine on the bed, like this, and I came unbelievably fast.
All upper body. No thrusting.
No thrusting. No hips.
All upper body.
I used 0 hips, and I just pulled like
What
doing
about
pull-ups.
her? Was it her first time?
It was her first time.
Wow. And you guys had decided to do this, clearly. I mean, there was a plan set. This was premeditated. I want to know about the conversations leading up to it. How long had you been dating for?
A few months.
Okay.
Yeah, a couple months.
You've been doing other stuff, probably.
Couple of things,
Exploring.
little things, yeah. The first time I ever put my, I'll say this: we're adults. The first time I ever put my face in a vagina. What a horrific nightmare!
Why?
Like, oh my god! Because look, you really same way you got like a woman has to be turned on before she'll get unbelievably gross.
Yeah.
A man also has to be in the mood for that.
Right.
Because it's like
a lot to take in at first.
and also we were children,
So young.
It was not. It was. Let's say it was
what
on
to do with it. She barely knows what to do with it. It's so
Yes.
complex down there.
and she doesn't know what to do with it. In the same way that I don't know what to do with. I'm okay. Are you as clean as you're going to be at 14? No. Let's just say that.
Okay.
Let's just say
Well,
this.
Also, like, it's probably her pH balance is just starting to balance itself or whatever, you know? Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, products maybe she's using, maybe she's not. It's
and like
a
think
lot.
about this. We're 14.
Right.
Both of us didn't have dads. It's all microwave food. Both of our crotches are radiating trash. There's no vegetables. There's no fucking anything. So I mean, it's deep fried pussy meets horrifically trans fatted dick. Gross.
Wow.
So I'll tell you the conversation.
But the fact that you guys were like wanted to do it,
Did you
I
say
find
committed is what you said?
Yeah, well, like
Committed's funny.
to having sex at 14. That's like kind of scary in a way to like be ready to do that.
I don't know.
I was a little bit later, I guess.
Well, but this is what I was gonna say. So the conversation after it was worse than the conversation before.
Aw.
But I'll tell you this real quick, and then I'll get to what I was trying to say.
Okay.
This is the conversation that happened afterwards. So she goes, "Don't you want to tell everybody?" I go, "No, I don't really. Like, I don't even know what happened."
Oh, I get her.
And she started calling people. She's
Fast times. She's Kim Kardashian.
I'm in the room still.
You're Ray J in this.
Yes. One wish. I'm in the corner singing One Wish, and she is just speed dialing. And then I go, I have to go home. Like I left my house this morning. I told my mother, I'm going to go write an exam. I can't be gone forever.
No.
So I have to go home. And she starts crying. And she says, I knew it. She goes, I knew it. Everybody was right. Sex does change everything.
Stop!
I'm not lying.
What is the TV shows that we're getting these things from?
I don't even know, but then I go, well, I guess I'll stay.
Sex does change everything.
Sex does change
What
everything.
What is she watching?
What was that show that we went and watched, though, after? Because I stayed until her mom got home.
She guilted you.
I felt horrible. Her mom came home, made us chicken, and drove me home. This is an insane day.
What was the excuse for being there unsupervised, having sex with each other?
No dads.
No dads. You know what was on the tip of my... You said that? I was like, my dad would have kicked that kid's ass.
100%.
Like, that's exactly what it was.
Yep. Stay around your kids.
Yeah, dads just put fear in young boys when they date girls. Like... My high school boyfriend would sleep over sometimes because we were both on the speech and debate team, but he would sleep over 2 floors below my bedroom, and my parents were on the main floor. So if he was going to try to fuck me, he'd have to get by my dad's bedroom. Good luck.
And he never did.
Absolutely never.
Wow.
Never. Didn't even try.
He tried. I guarantee you he tried. He sat in that room down there and
well,
he was
maybe
like...
thought about it.
He's like, can I go through the vents? Is there a way I can like go outside the building and climb?
Yeah.
And
we eventually did it at like a house party, or tried to do it at a house party, but... But I was like trying to get finger banged at like 14 for sure. I would go on these long walks. My dad would always fucking find us then too, though. He'd be like, where's Kerryn? What's she fucking doing with that fucking Joe Mahoney?
Mahoney. Getting mahoned in the woods.
Shout out to Joe Mahoney.
What a party the woods were, huh? At a certain point in time?
Oh, the woods were
woods
my
were the
entire
best.
social existence.
Same. We used to drink in the woods, parties in the woods. I mean, there's stuff in the woods.
So if you weren't at the woods on Monday morning, like during the weekend on Monday morning, like go fuck yourself.
Totally.
You're a fucking loser. Like so many times, like I would just like pound a Natty Light because I weighed 89 pounds in high school.
Uh-huh.
I'd be in the back of a pickup, whatever, just driving through the woods.
When did you start drinking?
Doing nothing. 14.
I started drinking at 13.
Okay.
So, and I would drink we started drinking, I only drank hard liquor. I never liked beer.
Okay.
So, but I did start with Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Okay.
Then straight up vodka.
Yeah.
But we also sometimes we only had so much money. We're children.
Right.
So we'd get Colt 45s and stash them in the woods. And then
They'd
drink
be cold
them.
as hell.
Ours weren't.
No, ours would
my
be
God.
cold. You do it in the winter?
Straight up summer, bro.
Oh, no.
We put them like under a tree. We put them under a tree.
I'm thinking like when we used to party in the winter, you can see your breath.
That's a different deal. No, I remember a piss warm Colt 45 in August.
Ooh.
After it was sitting there for hours and hours.
But you drink it because it did the job in a way.
Yeah, you're a dock
You were
worker.
this
You're
big.
13. Your
Yeah.
whole life's over.
Yeah.
Like, used to literally drink like this was the end of time.
Same.
So gross.
We did. We partied. Like we would have these emotional conversations with each other about our hopes and dreams and like what we wanted to do with our lives.
This lady who we after this we ended up like breaking up and whatever.
This lady.
This lady, she's a lady.
Yeah.
So one night I'm drinking with some people and I had Mike's Hard Lemonade came in a case of 4. And we were talking, and I was so sad. I go, you know what, man? I love her so much, dude. I'll give up this Mike's Hard Lemonade to prove that I love her. So ridiculous.
I know, the dramatics of it.
But it meant a lot to me at whatever that was, 17.
We used to have to order from the older kids.
Mm-hmm.
So we would write our thing down. It would be like Feehan, Captain Handle. Because I wanted a handle of Captain Morgan's.
Yeah.
And they would, of course, always buy it for me because I would have maybe 2 to 3 shots and then they would just take it. It would be the party's booze. And I would be hammered, screaming at my boyfriend to come finger me. I found I found an empty van. I found an abandoned van one time on the beach, and I had just climbed in it, and I was like, Tom, get over here and finger me.
Hilarious.
And I sent my friend, go tell Tom that if he doesn't fucking finger me, I'm going to fucking finger myself.
That was also, can I say, as a small child, the first time you put your hand inside of a woman.
Yeah.
What the hell were we doing?
Yeah.
I mean, there was one part that's like, oh, this is cool because like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
But then you also go like, what are we doing here?
Right, like
I'm
where's
in a
the
person.
roadmap? Like
I'm
now
in
what
a
do I do?
person.
Right.
Like,
how do I know where to move?
I'm so happy I didn't do what I was about to do. But like, you're in a, yeah. Just like fully grossness. You're in a human.
Yeah.
But I'll also say, like, I mean, the people, you know, anytime with it's not like anybody knew what they were doing with a dick. I remember getting hand jobs that were
brutal,
straight up and straight down.
Ouch.
So like ripping off and then down.
Ouch.
Brutal.
Yes.
Nobody knew what they were doing.
My first blowjob, Brendan Maloney, not to be confused with Joe Mahoney. He was the best. He was like 6-something, like redhead with freckles, and he used to do these bouncing biceps at parties, and he'd be like, Feehan, check it out. And I was like, I'm going to blow that guy for sure. He had a barely erect penis because he smoked too much weed or whatever. Maybe he wasn't attracted to my nubile, like barely pubescent body. But it was a rough first blowjob in the back of a nice car. It was a Jeep. But yeah, it was those.
What does rough mean?
Oh, it was just like not erect and like he didn't come or anything. It was just a little awkward and he was apologizing and super uncomfortable, which I think made it even harder for him to get a blowjob.
Yeah.
And he kept saying things. He's like, fuck, I finally got like fucking Kerryn Feehan here to suck my dick and I'm fucking kicking hard. Like, I mean, it was like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's not a pep talk you need to be giving yourself at the time.
It was
I'm finally at the Super Bowl and I'm losing this fucking game.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's not how we're gonna win this one, you know.
Yeah.
But I get that.
Yeah.
We've all gone soft and
No, of
in
course.
front of a lady.
Yeah,
It's
no big deal. Absolutely, guys. Don't worry about it.
I've definitely met women who take it personally.
It's a weird thing for our ego.
Yeah.
I try to be a rational human being about it and not feel that way. But yeah, it's a weird. It can feel like a hit to the ego sometimes, but you have to kind of like talk yourself out of it and being like, you're being ridiculous.
There's a lot of though. Turning down a woman, you also get that ego.
Oh, sure.
That really. I don't know a man who hasn't been called gay by a woman.
Yeah.
Not one.
Yeah.
I don't know any man post, like, I mean, I was born in the fucking 80s, so I don't know about 2000s and up, but like every man around this time has been called gay.
Yep.
And not that term.
Because of not wanting to hook up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Straight up, like right in your chest.
Yeah.
Just right. That's why I think it's funny every
What
once
do
in a while
you
when
think
there's
that
like,
is? Like, what's that
what
about?
do I think it is? I
Yeah.
think it's a life of people chasing you. You try to do it. No, you can't. You will not take that.
Right.
So this person must be. It's just as dumb as when a man's like, you know, whatever.
Fuck you. I didn't like. You're ugly anyway.
It's so
after
stupid.
being rejected. Yeah.
But not. I don't know.
Guys aren't like, you're dyke.
Yeah, but not every man would even do that. But not every woman would do that either. But every man I know has been called.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's like a way for women to like just shame them into liking them or at least hooking up with them.
Yeah.
Which is pretty sick. I guess it's a psychological rape in a way.
It's not a party. This is what I was going to say. That we all got fucked in school. And I didn't mean fucked. What I meant was we all got fucked because, and I don't even remember why I was going to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. Men were told that if we didn't have sex, we were losers. You were told if you did have sex, you're a
a
whore.
slut.
So where the fuck does that crossroads meet?
Nowhere.
This is why we'll open conversations with, I'll put my whole head in your ass. And you guys are like, but I'm a lawnmower. Like, but if we would
But I'm a lawnmower.
But if we would have been told different things, we all are horrific.
But I think we met in the middle, like being together at our own age group, somehow. I mean, I saw some people in my age groups, like of opposite genders, that connected so easily. Like it wasn't. I didn't have a ton of male friends, like a few, and the ones that I liked, I wasn't like comfortable flirting with them or like talking to them. Even I would be like nervous and like sweaty and stuff. And yet there was always like these kids who were a little bit older, and like the way they talk to each other, I would like learn. I'd be like, oh, okay, like they're kind of flirting, but they're kind of friends, but it's fine and it's cool. And I guess they're gonna have sex now. I guess we're having sex. I didn't really have sex till I went to college, though.
Interesting.
Yeah, my pussy was too small.
Wow.
I tried.
Would you have an air horn here?
I was ready though. I was like,
Well, yeah, you're screaming at Jake Mahoney or whatever to finger you in a van.
yeah, that was Tom. That was Tom.
Mahoney.
That was Tom Harrington.
Oh, wow.
I also used to write all the boys that I had dated, which meant like kissed, and I carved their names into what's it called? The frame. Like what's that? What's like
Window?
on a door? Like or
Door
like
frame?
a wall, whatever. On the wood, I etched out like all these names, and I would cross one off every week because we would break up. Isn't that psycho? I had like 15, and there was like there was repeats.
That's funny.
Rewrite.
Oh, he's back? Tom's back?
Yeah, I'd be like Stephen C, Stephen D, Stephen L.
Yeah.
Well, it explains a lot, I think.
Yeah, I think we got to the bottom of that. That was a hard turn. Clearly, Kerryn was like, well, I'm done talking about this. That was just a full up, straight go. Yep, we're done. We're done here.
So what's going on in comedy? You had a late spot the other night. How did that go?
Where?
I saw you at Stand Up New York, and then you said you had the cellar at like 1 or something.
2
or 12.
o'clock.
2?
Yeah.
That's
It
how do you
became
have
2
such nice
o'clock.
skin?
Man.
You should be like falling apart with that schedule.
I should be in a cave. I should be like a cigarette. I should look like a
I guess
Player's
success
light.
and money just keeps you rich
Success.
with
with
skincare
it was
and
well, yeah.
self-love.
I had a lot of what's the thing? Not Botox. What's the other thing you can do for your face? Either way, it was fine.
What are you talking?
I don't know. I thought I would do this and figure it
And
out.
I would say like maybe like microneedling, and you'd be like, yeah.
Yeah. Cheek fillers. I don't know. I had no idea where I was trying to go, but it was fine. It was a good time. Yeah. That's
People are getting boob jobs now, my age, and I'm just like, why now?
What do you mean? Why now?
I don't know. Like, what's the point? Boob jobs?
I will say. Well, go ahead. Finish.
Listen, I've seen great boob jobs. Like, the new ones, they're like the gummies or whatever they're described as.
The Wi-Fi.
My friend Dottie, the Wi-Fi. My friend Dottie got the gummy ones, and I cupped her magnificent breasts. And I'm like, these are fucking dynamite. These feel so real. They're big and perky and stand up. And now I'm kind of talking myself into a boob job.
If I don't know your friend. The Dottie.
Yeah.
Sounds like a lady who gets
Boob jobs.
Yeah, 100%.
Dottie Dynamo.
Dottie's got big
Dottie
tits.
Dynamo. Check her out. Follow her. Subscribe to her.
Her name's
OnlyFans.
Dottie Dynamo.
Dottie Dynamo.
Well, this makes a lot more sense now again.
She's the fucking best. You guys will not be disappointed.
This is, if I can say,
Go.
as an adult man in 2023.
Right.
I think we all know this anyway.
I don't
Kerryn
know.
Feehan.
What?
Tits are out.
Yeah,
Nobody gives a fuck about tits.
Ass, it's all asses.
You could shave your tits down to a nub and jam them into your ass, and people
No.
would be happy with that. Have
That's
concave
not-
tits.
That's not true,
You could have
Nathan.
concave tits.
No, I think it's all
You could
about...
have 2 bowls for cereal here.
I know.
And then like a cartoon fucking Lucky Charm ass in the back.
I think it's how the whole thing pieces together.
Well, this is true, yeah.
And although I love a flat chest with like a pencil eraser nipple popping off it, I think those are fun. And
With a big ass.
And youthful. Yeah, typically. I mean, if God doesn't
Because
give
that
you...
still looks...
If God doesn't give you any ass with like that flat of
But
a
see,
chest...
remember the 90s?
That's
Massive tits, no asses.
Yeah.
Asses
Did you watch
were nowhere.
the Pamela Anderson
I
documentary?
did just watch it.
I really love her.
Dude, I didn't.
They
It's so weird that
did her dirty, man. She has a heart of gold.
I didn't realize. I'm not kidding you when I say this. I didn't know that I would tear up at the end of that. That's hilarious. What is this?
Might
What
come
was
in.
that?
I'm trying to get him to clean
Tom,
my bowl and repack it. That's
Finger
Pat.
my pipe.
Oh wait, can I tell you to make it? I didn't make it to the end. I will. I'm
oh.
almost done, but I believe that
I won't.
you were,
I won't ruin anything. Or
maybe
whatever
I
it was.
did. Maybe I did. She did Chicago.
Yeah,
and
yeah. You
everything.
got to
okay,
the end.
Okay, I got to the end.
I teared up at the end. I
Yeah.
really did because you just go. At the end, she goes. So I did Chicago. I'm alone. My kids are grown. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life, but I'll figure it out. And you just go, man. You know. She does seem like one of the coolest
100%.
fucking people ever.
100%.
I love this goddamn lady.
She says yes to so many things. She's like creative. The fact that she did so much for PETA, the fact that she turned down the $5 million about the sex tape, like, and it's interesting how her sons have opposite opinions on that. One of them goes, I wish she had done it and like taken the money, like da da da. And the other one's like, isn't she amazing for not taking the money?
I think she's way cooler to not take it.
I agree.
Even
her
though,
relationship with Julian Assange, I find really interesting. I mean, he's a fascinating person. The fact that they're really good friends, like, what, they're talking about government secrets. Was he whispering them in their titties?
It's also. Did you watch Pam and Tommy the show?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, maybe like 2 episodes of it. I didn't get into it. I hated Tommy. I hated that casting.
But he's so good.
I hated it.
Did you just hate him or the actor?
I hated the actor.
Okay, but he was fucking good.
The actor?
I think so.
I disagree.
Okay.
I thought it was terrible casting.
So watching this documentary, I did feel bad that I watched Pam and Tommy. My girlfriend refused to watch it because she was like, at the time, she goes, they fucked Pam. I'm not. She goes, I love Pam.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking watching this shit.
Good for her.
And I was like, yeah, but it's a really good show. I feel the same way about fucking Dahmer.
Because the storyline is good.
It's
what
done
happened
well.
to them is interesting too.
It's crazy. I didn't know any of that. Some guy just stole their safe and sold their fucking. It's
It's psycho.
It's crazy that guy didn't end up going to jail or
She dropped
something.
the lawsuit because she was having fucking miscarriages because
Yeah.
she was getting cross-examined and called a whore all day.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's insane what they did to her.
It is. And so watching that show, at first, when the woman who plays Pam comes on, you just go, there's a part of my tiny child mind that went, wow.
Yeah.
You really forget. I don't mean to say forget, but you're like, you re-remember how unbelievably gorgeous
Unbelievably.
Pamela Anderson,
I would just stare at her.
bro.
I don't know how old I was, 10. My mom would come in and be like, stop watching
Bro
Baywatch.
guy.
And I'm like, never.
My mom had like People magazines. Look,
Yeah.
we've already talked sex. Let me tell you something. So I was like 13. I would.
Let's talk sex.
No. I'm gonna tell you
Welcome
what.
back to Talk Sex.
Finger me, man, in a van.
Shut up, Nathan.
My mom. No, I think it's funny. I lived those times. I would not.
no.
You know what I mean? But anyways,
no.
my mom would get People magazines, and I would cut out. Kerryn, this is weird.
I'm
and
listening.
I would cut. No, I don't mean this. I would cut out, like there was no internet. I would cut out Pamela Anderson.
Yeah.
Carmen Electra.
What would you do with him? Put him up or just jerk it?
I would just do that. I would just
Jerk it?
Yeah.
My brother had one Sports Illustrated magazine that my
It
dad
lasted
gave
5
him.
years.
Yeah, and Kathy Ireland was the
Mm-hmm.
model, and I would go stare at her too. She just had great perkies, naturals.
But
She
again,
was
that was a time of
gorgeous.
tits. That was the 90s were tits.
Right.
But Pamela Anderson, yes, I did watch the documentary. She's fucking cool as hell.
The Chicago thing, like she tried her hardest. She was vulnerable up there. Like I appreciate all of it.
It seems like she did a good job too.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Chicago.
Hey, she's also like has fans that probably came because they saw Pamela Anderson was in Chicago. People aren't going to Chicago like, you know, it was like Renee Zellweger and who else? Some other fucking, probably Anne Heche before she died. R.I.P. Anne Heche. Fuck you.
Jesus.
I didn't mean to fucking bring up Anne Heche.
You know why she crashed that car?
Yeah.
She was being violently fingered in that. So moving on. Kerryn, moving on.
Were they scissoring or did somebody cut the brakes?
Awful. But yes, anyways, long story goddamn short, I did just watch the documentary and it's great. It almost makes me want to like write a letter to Pamela Anderson and go, hey, you're cool.
You're cool. They did you dirty. Like, you're a good person. Like, Tommy moved on with that goofy looking chick he's dating now. Have you ever seen that fucking monster?
No.
She's so jacked up with fillers. Like sometimes women get so jacked up with fillers that their eye sockets become so deep that their eyes look like black. That's like her.
Well, women in a few years are all going to look gross.
Especially if you're fucking with your face in your 20s, you're nuts.
And that's
man.
what most women are doing. I mean, it says the internet. Not walking around the earth, not necessarily, but online, most women are starting to look the fucking same anyway.
Can you just picture Nathan going 6, 6, 7?
I'm more talking about, like, honest to God, women are just, you can only, you're not going to, all the plastic surgery looks the fucking same. At some point, you all have the same face, you all have the same ass, you all have the same everything, and it looks very fucking weird. It looks weird.
Like AI step for wife vibes.
Yes, it's AI art. It is.
Yeah, I'm like not into like the fillers and stuff. I did my lips once and I was like, this'll do. With like when you have like thin Irish lips, like it's like once'll do ya. Just like let it rock.
Was that directly at me?
No, me. I have thin Irish.
I'm also, that seemed like a direct, you know what I mean?
No.
It was like you were looking at me, you're like, go get them filled.
I mean, fill her up. There's like women walking around this neighborhood anyway that are from Holland or the Deutschland, wherever eugenics was really practiced heavily. And I just like stare at them, you know, and they just have these dumb looks on their faces and they never know where anything is or how much anything costs because they've never paid for anything because they're so beautiful. People just hand them money and object. And it's like...
Turn that woman down and see how quick she calls you gay or something. Honest to God, a woman that doesn't even know where things are, turn her down.
Right.
But again, she looks the same as every other fucking...
I mean, these babes are stunning.
Yeah, okay.
They're too tall for me, but...
Visually, sure, from a distance. But you get that in your house.
Nathan, up close.
Yeah, but Kerryn, it's going to fall apart.
We all fall apart.
It's gonna fall apart.
Not
and it's
me.
also like there's some
Not
things.
me, because I switched gyms. This is my this is my new fucking thing. I switched from Equinox to Lifetime. How much of a fitness head? You work out.
Oh man.
You used to go with the guys. You would be in the video sometimes. I forget who.
Paul.
Paul
Hooper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and Paul still yell at each other every once in a while.
See, I know.
I love Paul. Yeah, but I switched to. I went back to Equinox.
Okay.
I had it crossed off on my door frame, and I decided to re-fall in love with it.
See.
So I'm going back to. I'm at Equinox every day.
Recently?
And I pay each time too. That's the other thing.
What do you mean? You don't have a membership? You're doing the day pass? Stop that, Nathan.
Can I tell you? I'm
Nathan,
fucking around. I've never been at an Equinox. I would never go to an Equinox. It seems crazy.
I know you're like more of like whatever, like a crunch. You do a crunch.
I go to the park. I find a tree.
Calisthenics.
Yeah, I do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No.
So Lifetime's gonna get you.
Oh, I'm so in. It's a full-on echelon of human that I cannot wait to really feel a part of.
I went to a nice gym once with somebody. I can't remember what it was, but I remember there was these two fillered up, oiled ladies who, again, from a distance, you go, I hope they shoot porn here because these ladies are jiggling everywhere. But they're also like... They're just full of like oil, so they're doing things, but they're not really doing things. They're just here for whatever reason.
I'm lifting barbells, like,
yeah,
and
sure.
I know you're like these. I know the women you're talking about,
yeah,
because they would be in group fitness classes. This is why I switched from Equinox too. I feel like there's like a similar thing with comedy too. When you find yourself just, let's say, being like the best on every bar show you're booked at, it's like you could stay there. Like that could be your life forever. You know what I'm saying?
I do, yeah.
It's a good feeling. Like, why push? Why do anything that's scary or makes you uncomfortable or you might fail at in front of people, etc. But those are the moments when you gotta fucking do it.
Yeah.
When you're feeling so confident in yourself, you have to, I think, like assess what's around you and be like, why do I feel like I'm excelling like past these people? Like, I should probably be with a different group of people so that I feel like there's something to grasp for, so that people are inspiring me.
So Equinox is your bar show.
Dude, Equinox is my bar show.
I
baby.
thought Equinox was like the hottest people.
I'm just saying, like,
wow.
I'm not saying the same is happening with comedy, okay?
That's very funny. But Equinox.
Nobody get it twisted.
But Equinox is people aren't doing anything though. Is that what you're saying? Or they're just like they've reached the pinnacle of who they think they can be, so now they're just doing the bare minimum to scrape by.
There are ways that you can go to Equinox and not plateau and like keep making it harder and more challenging for yourself. For me, that's becoming tough because I'm a class person. I love a fitness class. I try my hardest in them. So they started cutting all my 930 classes. Stacked, Stronger, all these other classes. Stronger was probably my favorite. It was dumbbells, and I was like, up to 40-pound dumbbells, like doing deadlifts and stuff, because there was like somewhere for me to go. But the other ones, like, I just kind of felt like, oh, I'm just going to smoke all these fucking people. Like, watch me, like, blow you out of the water with these squat jacks. Like, you've never seen, like, somebody just jump this high and this fast. So it's like that mentality where it's like, I don't want to just blow people out of the water. I want to, like, look at the chick next to me and be like, how the fuck is she doing that? She's my size. Which is more the vibe so far, like, at Lifetime with, like, some of the classes.
Gotcha.
They're more advanced and they give you more room to grow.
Which gym has the
Better amenities?
No, which gym? Imagine I say you pull out a piece of paper and sign me up right now. Which gym has the freaky looking ladies? The ones that are like fillered, built, all that type of shit.
Yeah, I mean those women. I don't see a lot of those women. I see women who do kettlebell classes because shout out to my friend Heather. We go to fitting rooms. Heather. She's the best. She's the lawyer. I call her the strongest lawyer in Battery Park. We go to like kettlebell classes, and then the other ones, they're not really that fakey, oily looking tan. I feel like those women are maybe in Pilates. I was
gonna say they don't.
I start taking shots. Fuck you, Pilates whores. You pussy ass, cool long muscles. I'm gonna be in the Olympics.
Long muscles. But that's what I'm saying. I don't think
I'm
those.
doing Olympic, and that's the other thing. It makes you gives you a real sense of empowerment when your teacher's like, this is an Olympic lift you're learning right now.
Yeah, you could beat China.
They could be.
If you do this, if you pull this clean right now, you're gonna beat China.
See, just as a man, fitness jargon, like
a couple
clean,
of things. I don't know anything about anything.
Clean.
Look at me. What am I?
But can I tell you, just that is more than I would guess. Most women. Most women, I don't think, know what a clean is. I think your average woman does not know what a clean is.
Well, your average woman.
Making that statement and I'm running on it. Bitches are dumb.
Your average woman, again, is sawing her tits off and throwing them into her ass. She's getting an ass bigger than anything and looking crazy.
Take the flight home like this.
Oh man, I've seen those videos and it's so sad.
Ass implants are the most horrific things on the planet. They never look good. I mean, one guy I guess is doing good work. He followed me on Instagram, so I immediately messaged him. I was like, "Do you think I need a BBL, bro?" Because that's what he does for work. And he's like, "No, you're good." I was like, "Oh, okay. Don't ever follow me again, BBL."
You know what? If a cardiologist followed me, I'd be like, "Am I?
Do you hear something?"
Yeah. Do you see me doing something that's gonna cause a heart attack? No, they look crazy.
But the implants, they flip upside down.
Seen them?
You can see the ridges. Like white girls with skinny legs don't get ass implants. You look fucking goofy.
You also seem. Can I just say this?
Yeah.
This is just me talking to you. We're not in microphones.
No.
You also seem. It depends on who you are. You also seem crazy.
Crazy. Because it's the level of self-mutilation, right?
Well, you're also, from a man's perspective, not all of us. It's just me talking. It feels like if we went to a fair, we would fight publicly while you throw things at me.
Yeah. My God.
That's just the vibe I'm getting.
Yeah, because you're a spicy lady.
The gaudy nails, the massive ass, the huge. Your eyes and lips are the same thing.
Yeah.
Like they're all like you have to tuck your lip to see.
Yeah.
And again, visually, what a party! I'd love to see this oiled up on a dick. That's awesome. That's a party.
From afar, maybe eating some caviar, maybe some oysters,
maybe lifting clean. But yeah, though, that's gonna be a the rich men who have some of these women on their arms.
Yeah.
And they're walking around and everybody's like, well, look at that guy's fucking wife. I bet you that guy goes home and he's like, she's throwing stuff again.
Yeah.
She's whipping her fucking vase at the wall again.
Right.
She's cutting up the couch again.
Or it's like post-sex, like there's nothing else. Like it's like then you're chatting up this woman.
She's making TikToks. She's like, well, like while You come, right? You cover this lady and like there's so much oil. You just can't stop. You're like your left leg fucking twitches. Your cum is flying. You go to get her a thing to wipe the cum off.
Yeah.
And before the cum is even done, she's scrolling. She's scrolling, covered in cum. There's cum everywhere.
Oh my God. She's like, hey, baby, I'm going live. Baby, I'm going live.
I just had so much cum thrown onto me.
Oh, look on my cum. Oh, my baby, love me so much.
I mean, these are wild accusations I'm throwing out there. But I mean,
no, it's like people are crazy. Khalees Hawkins likes to send me articles about OnlyFans models fucking in like grocery stores and stuff. She's like, be careful. Like, because they get arrested. I'm like, Khalees, I'm not in a fucking Costco. Look out.
Thank God.
They're going to come. They're going to get you.
Fucking, and for their
But
people.
then-
They fuck on camera and put it on OnlyFans and get people to, yeah. I believe that.
Sure.
A lot of people got into OnlyFans during the pandemic. The pandemic broke a lot of fucking people's goddamn brains.
Yeah.
Like there's some people it makes all the sense in the world for. Now, I would never sign up for OnlyFans except for one woman, and I wouldn't do it. I won't do it, but I would. If I was going to, it'd be this one woman. But.
Are you going to tell us who it is?
In 1 second.
Are we supposed to guess? Okay.
Please guess.
Okay.
Of all the women on the earth.
Rosie O'Donnell.
Yes.
Martha Stewart. Martha Stewart started an OnlyFans. First of all, she would make so much money.
$7.5 billion day one.
Yeah.
Martha Stewart, and then I'll finish whatever the hell I was going to say. I don't remember what it was. Remember that picture of Martha Stewart in the pool?
Yeah. You're like, how am I attracted to her? But I am.
Look at it. That's why you're attracted to it. Look at it.
I know.
58-year-old convict. the lady is.
J-Lo looks fucking
cooking.
incredible. I don't know what she's doing. I don't know.
J-Lo.
If it's just she sleeps in a coffin full of dry ice, like, I'll do it. I'll fucking do it.
Salma Hayek's cooking.
Why does Ben Affleck look like a prisoner? Why does he look so...
Do you think he does?
I think he's drinking again. I've said that from the beginning. Though.
His whole career, he's drinking again.
I think, like, J-Lo's like, listen, babe, you can fucking drink. We'll get you, like, maybe hopped up on some other type of, like, speedy drug so people don't really know.
Oh, they're back. I mean, she rewrote his name on the doorframe.
Right.
He was crossed way off years ago.
I know. What do you think Jennifer Garner thinks? She's like, I'll just raise the kids while you're off with a J-Lo, you fucking dork.
Doesn't he have kids with Jennifer Lopez or no?
Jennifer, who did I say?
Garner. But he doesn't have kids with Jennifer Lopez.
No. She's got 100 kids. She has like a fucking mariachi band worth of kids. She's got Mark Anthony's kids. Somebody else's.
She's cooking.
Maybe she just has Mark Anthony's kids. Sorry to bother you, Pat. First thing you've looked up in 45 minutes.
Can you also Google which woman would Nathan's pay for?
Yeah, wait.
Which woman's OnlyFans would Nathan pay for?
Adele.
Yeah, Adele. Yep. I want to...
The GM from The Stand.
Adele, though, I would sign up for only to see if she has, like, songs on there that she hasn't released.
Shut up,
because
Nathan.
Adele has some songs every once in a while that'll really fucking rock your goddamn chest.
Secret Heaters.
What's that song that she sang?
Like Alanis Morissette used to do on Jagged Little Pill, the secret song.
It's not goddamn Adele. But anyways, all I was going to say was the pandemic, the whole world's over. A lot of people put their entire asshole onto an OnlyFans, and then the world came back.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Wait a minute, I don't want to be this person."
Right.
But now their asshole's out there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not everybody. There's some people that's like they did it and they're going to do it and they like doing it and it is.
Yeah.
These other people were like, "I'll do it because the world's over," and then like, "The world's back, but my stuff's out there." Oh no.
Yeah. You don't feel like it would be like kind of easy for them to like fade away unless people had like really nefarious reasons for like if they wanted to go back to their regular job, you think they'd have a problem?
No.
No, I'm like, because like teachers are getting fired. Like there's the question. This is always my biggest concern. There's the question of like the bullying of kids. Like if your mom has done it. Yeah.
Yeah. You can't. You can get bullied just because your mom is a dork,
right?
Let alone your mom, blowing a guy on a thing. Now, Should the bullying happen because your mom's blowing a guy in a thing? No, but kids are gonna do it because they do it even if your mom is like a book nerd, doesn't suck anybody dork.
It's like kind of unavoidable. It's like, is there anything you can do to prepare the kid?
You can be a cool kid. That's it. The cooler you are as a kid, the less your mom getting made fun of will, one, happen, two, bother you.
Yeah.
There's not much. Your mom can literally do all of the right things and you still... Because some people's moms... Some people got bullied in a way, I guess you can say, because their mom is hot. They're straight up...
No,
like,
yeah.
They're like, buddy, your mom's
it's like
hot.
harassment in a way. Like, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like, boys will find a way to tease you about stuff.
Yeah.
I worry about it.
Me too. I spent a lot of time thinking about it.
Nathan, you haven't plugged anything. You're
I
such
have
a bad podcaster.
I have a special on YouTube that I just put out. It's called Money Never Wakes. Please check it out.
What's it called?
Money Never Wakes.
That's a great
It's
one.
40 on finance. It's 45 minutes, but it's 40 minutes on finance. All jokes about money.
Did you make a lot of money?
Me?
Yeah.
When?
Doing finance stuff?
Well, no. During the pandemic, I had this idea before, but I started reading like a bunch of books and stuff and trying to figure out money.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do this thing before. The world fell apart. So I did it after. And it's a lot about like, I don't know, billionaires, growing up without money, how we should learn about money in school, credit scores. I mean, it sounds very boring, but I swear it's funny.
No,
It's jokes. There's like...
I have a joke about my tax bracket in my act. Listen.
What is it?
I say my pussy's catapulted me to a different tax bracket.
It sucks that you have to make so much money to make a lot of money. Does that make any sense?
And then I just had to write some checks for the state and the government.
I did too.
And it's like, fucking, you guys, what are you even doing for me?
Dude.
What are you doing for me? I do
time.
everything.
Every time I write a thing to the state, I go, where's it go though, bro?
Yeah.
This is crazy.
This is like, first of all, if multiple my friends rent for a couple months. So like, is that where this goes? To go help poor people? But it doesn't. It goes to shooting fucking Chinese spy balloons.
Yeah. This fucking balloon. The Chinese spying on Myrtle Beach. Myrtle Beach.
It's like, that's not where the intelligence is.
The first time I ever went to Myrtle Beach, and I went into a beach shop, and I saw a Confederate flag beach towel.
Yeah. You're like, where am I?
I was like, this isn't real, right?
What decade am I in?
Very real.
Yeah, when I was in Myrtle Beach, the one and only time I saw a guy get in a motorcycle accident, and fairly certain he died.
Fingered?
Fairly certain he perished.
Finger me on my motorcycle.
I think we just saw his like helmet.
That's awful.
It was like, it could have been more traumatizing, but my mom was like, don't look over there. Don't look over there.
I'll just say this. I think many people have accidents all over the place. I don't know how many places have Confederate flag beach towels.
Yeah. Yeah, Virginia Beach.
Yeah, a couple of other beaches. But anyways, the special's on YouTube. Please check it out. I mean, you told me to. You literally said you haven't plugged anything. You demanded that I talk about a thing.
Do the socials. Where can they follow you?
Well, it's also under the special, Money Never Wakes on YouTube. But Instagram, all the stuff, at Nathan Macintosh, Macintosh.
As your family, I guess, are not the Macintosh apples, because you'd be loaded.
Yeah, no, not that. Or the computer.
The computer, I mean, is that still doing well? Macintosh, are they still in the game?
I don't think so.
I think Apple ate Macintosh.
Yeah, I think they fell apart years ago. But when I was a kid, people used to make fun of me for both of those things.
Sure.
They'd be like, are you the computer people?
Like, no, you fucking idiot.
Or you were the microwave food people. We're the no dad people.
We're the microwave food people is my favorite. Hey, thanks for doing this podcast. Thanks for listening. Like and subscribe, you lazy fucking people. Just subscribe. It's not even that hard.
There's just one button to press.
I subscribe to so much shit I don't even like. You guys like me.
It's only Feehans.